is a simple truth about manifestation. It doesn't require endless hours of effort, complicated rituals, or waiting years for results. Manifestation is about alignment, not struggle. In just 4 minutes, you can shift your entire reality by tuning into the energy of what you desire and allowing it to come to you with ease. Today, I'll guide you through a method so simple and powerful, it will open the door to infinite possibilities. Start with a clear intention, because this is where manifestation truly begins. Every creation, every new chapter, every breakthrough you desire starts as a single focused thought. Most people move through life carrying scattered wishes, wanting a little bit of everything without ever defining what they really want. They say they want more money, more love, more freedom, but those words are too broad, too vague for the universe to respond powerfully. If you want to manifest anything, whether it's a new opportunity, a loving relationship, financial abundance, or a healthier version of yourself, you must first get crystal clear on exactly what that means for you. This is not about begging for what you want or hoping it might fall into your lap. It is about declaring with absolute certainty what you are calling into your life. Take a moment and ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what others expect from me. Not what I've been told I should want. But what does my heart truly desire? Maybe you want a stable, flowing source of income that allows you to live freely. Perhaps you want a relationship that feels safe, supportive, and full of mutual respect. Or maybe you want peace, genuine peace in your mind and heart, free from the noise of worry. Whatever it is, speak it clearly and write it down as if it already belongs to you. Clarity is magnetic energy. The moment you decide, really decide, that this is your desire, the universe begins to rearrange itself to meet that decision. When your intention is vague, your energy becomes scattered. Imagine trying to tune into a radio station, but you keep twisting the dial every few seconds. You will only hear static. Your mind works the same way. If one day you say, I want to start my own business, and the next day you say, maybe I should just settle for my job, and the next day, I want to travel the world, you are sending mixed signals. The universe cannot deliver a clear outcome to an unclear signal. So choose one thing to begin with. This doesn't mean you cannot desire many things over time, but manifestation works fastest when your focus is sharp. Think of a magnifying glass. When the light is focused, it burns brighter. Once you have your clear intention, write it in present tense, because the language of manifestation is now, not someday. Say, I am experiencing financial freedom. I am in a loving, committed, healthy relationship. Say, I am thriving in a career that fulfills me. The subconscious mind does not respond to vague wishes. It responds to specific commands. The more specific your intention, the easier it is for your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions to align with it. This step is also about honesty. Many people think they want something, but deep down they are chasing it for the wrong reasons. Trying to impress others, trying to prove their worth, trying to fill a void with something external. True manifestation comes from a place of alignment, not desperation. So when you choose your intention, pause and feel it in your body. Does this desire feel light, exciting, and aligned with who you are becoming? Or does it feel heavy, anxious, like you are trying to fix something broken within? The universe responds much faster intentions born from self-love than from self-lack. Another key to setting a clear intention is removing the word how. The how is not your job. The moment you start asking, how will this happen? How will it come to me? How will I make it work? You step into resistance. Your job is to choose the what and the why. The universe will take care of the how. Clarity does not mean controlling every step. It means declaring the outcome and trusting that the path will appear. Take 4 minutes today to sit quietly with yourself. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask your heart, what do I choose to manifest now? Let one clear answer rise to the surface. Don't overthink it. The first desire that feels true and peaceful is usually the one that is ready to be born. Then write it down in a single sentence. Keep that sentence somewhere you can see it. A phone note, a journal, a piece of paper by your bed. This is your signal to the universe. This is the seed you are planting. And finally, when you set a clear intention, decide that it is already yours. This is the shift that turns a wish into a command. You are not hoping for it anymore. You are declaring it. The moment you do this with full faith, everything begins to move in your favor. Conversations align, opportunities appear, people show up, and your inner world starts matching that outer desire. It all begins with clarity. One decision, one sentence, one moment of true intention can rewrite the path of your entire life. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are now and the life you want to create. It is the fastest, most natural way to align your energy with abundance. When you are grateful, you signal to the universe that you are already rich in spirit, already whole, already overflowing with blessings. And the universe responds to that vibration by giving you more. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, and that single shift changes everything. Many people spend their days focused on lack. What they don't have, what didn't work, who hurt them, how far they still have to go. But lack only creates more lack. Gratitude is the opposite. It multiplies. The moment you start truly appreciating what is already here, you open the door for more to flow in. Think about it. When someone gives you a gift and you respond with genuine gratitude, they feel joy and want to give you more. The universe operates the same way. When you acknowledge the small blessings, the roof over your head, the air you breathe, the food that nourishes you, the friendships that hold you up, you create a magnetic field that attracts more blessings of a similar kind. Gratitude does not mean you must settle for less. It means you create a fertile ground where your bigger dreams can grow. To align your energy with gratitude, pause each day and look around. What can you give thanks for right now, in this very moment? It does not have to be dramatic or extraordinary. It can be the warmth of the sun on your face, the laughter of a loved one, the strength of your own heart that carried you through hard times. When you take even a single minute to feel that appreciation deeply, your entire frequency begins to rise. That rising energy is what carries your manifestations from thought to form. Gratitude also rewires your brain. When you practice it consistently, your mind begins to search for what is good instead of what is wrong. You stop living in constant complaint, and you start living in conscious creation. Many people are unaware that their constant complaining is a form of negative manifestation. Every time you focus on what you hate, what annoys you, what you lack, you are asking for more of it. Gratitude interrupts that cycle. It is a conscious decision to say, Wes, there are challenges, but look at all that is still working. Look at all the love that still surrounds me. Look at the opportunities that are already here. The most powerful part of gratitude is that it does not require your external circumstances to change first. You can be grateful in the midst of struggle. You can be grateful while waiting for your manifestation to arrive. In fact, that is when gratitude is most magnetic. When you thank life not only for what is already here, but for what is coming. This is what turns gratitude into a manifestation tool. When you say, I am so grateful for the money that is flowing into my life. Even before you see it, you are aligning yourself with that future reality. You are saying to the universe, I trust the process. I trust that it is already on its way. Begin with something simple. Take 4 minutes today to sit quietly. Place your hand on your heart and name 3 things you are grateful for. Feel them, not just with your mind, but with your entire being. Smile if you can. Breathe into that warmth. If you do this every day, you will start to notice subtle shifts, opportunities that seem to appear from nowhere, moments of unexpected kindness, new levels of peace inside you. Gratitude is not just a practice. It is a way of aligning your entire life with flow. When you live in gratitude, even the things you once called problems begin to transform. You see them as teachers, as stepping stones, as necessary lessons that shaped who you are today. Gratitude turns pain into wisdom, delays into preparation, and endings into beginnings. It takes you from a mindset of waiting to a mindset of receiving. Instead of saying, "I'll be grateful when my dreams come true," you start saying, "I am grateful now, and because of that, my dreams are already finding their way to me." Let gratitude be your daily ritual. It doesn't require effort or cost. It requires presence. A few minutes of genuine appreciation carries more power than hours of forced affirmation. Gratitude softens your heart, calms your mind, and invites abundance naturally. The more you practice it, the more you realize that gratitude is not just a reaction to blessings. It is the cause of them. It sets your energy into harmony with everything you want to attract. So start today. Before you ask for more, pause and thank what is already here. That is how you align your energy with gratitude, and that is how the universe begins to open its hands and pour more into yours. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for manifestation because your mind does not distinguish strongly between what is vividly imagined and what is physically real. When you visualize as if it's already happening, you create a mental rehearsal that sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind and to the universe. Most people use their imagination to worry about things that might go wrong, and without realizing it, they manifest those very fears. But when you consciously choose to imagine the life you desire as if it's already yours, you rewrite the story your mind is telling, and that story begins to unfold in your reality. Close your eyes and picture yourself living the exact life you desire. Not as a dream, not as a faraway hope, but as a present moment experience. See the details. Where are you? What does the room or place look like? Who is with you? What are you wearing? How does the air feel on your skin? Engage every sense. Hear the sounds around you. Smell the scents in the air. Feel the textures beneath your hands. The richer and more vivid your visualization, the more your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. And when your subconscious believes something, it starts directing your actions, choices, and energy toward making it real. Visualization works because your thoughts create an emotional response, and your emotions send out vibrations. If you imagine something with fear or doubt, you emit resistance. But if you imagine it with joy, peace, and certainty, you emit the frequency that attracts it. The key is to visualize not from a place of lack, like, "I wish I had this because I don't," but from a place of ownership. "I already have this, and I am simply enjoying it." That subtle shift makes all the difference. Instead of pushing your desire away with longing, you are pulling it closer with alignment. Spend a few minutes each day in this state. Even 4 minutes is enough to shift your energy dramatically. Imagine waking up in your dream home, feeling the sheets on your skin, walking into the kitchen, and seeing everything you've ever wanted around you. Or imagine opening your bank account and seeing the numbers you've always dreamed of. Feel the relief, the joy, the gratitude as if it has already happened. Your body does not know the difference between a vividly imagined moment and a real one. It will release the same chemicals, the same emotions, the same energy. This is why athletes visualize winning before they compete, why creators imagine their success before they see it, and why people who master this art often say things just start happening for them. Some people struggle with visualization because they overcomplicate it. They think they must see every detail perfectly, like a movie. But it's not about perfection, it's about emotion. If you cannot see everything clearly, feel it. Feel what it would be like to receive that phone call, to step into that new chapter, to hold that blessing in your hands. The feeling is the magnet. The picture is just the frame. If you can combine both, it becomes incredibly powerful. Another key is consistency. One strong visualization can create a spark, but daily repetition builds a pathway in your mind. The more you visualize, the more natural it feels. Eventually, your brain starts looking for ways to bridge the gap between your current reality and your imagined one. You'll find yourself making different choices, speaking differently, attracting different people. This is the hidden power of visualization. It doesn't just change your energy, it influences your actions without force. After you finish visualizing, release it. Do not sit there wondering when it will come, or checking every day to see if it's arrived. Trust that the moment you created that image with genuine emotion, the process began. Let the universe handle the timing. Your job is to keep seeing it, feeling it, and living in alignment with that version of you. Visualization also creates a sense of worthiness. When you live a reality in your mind often enough, you stop feeling like an outsider to it. You begin to feel like someone who belongs in that life, and that is when opportunities start matching that identity. You may suddenly be invited to places you once thought were out of reach, or meet people who open doors you didn't even know existed. This is not magic in the sense of trickery. It's alignment. You are becoming a vibrational match to the reality you have been rehearsing. So take a few minutes every day to do this. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and step into the version of life you are creating. Smile as if it's already yours. Walk through that house, drive that car, embrace that person, spend that money, feel that health. Enjoy that freedom, whatever your desire may be. The more real it feels to you now, the faster it will materialize. Because manifestation is not about waiting for something outside of you to arrive. It is about creating it inside of you first, and then allowing life to catch up with the picture you have already painted. Speaking your desire into existence is one of the most transformative and direct ways to bring your manifestations to life. Words are not just sounds. They carry energy, intention, and creative power. Every word you speak sends a vibration out into the universe, and that vibration either builds or blocks the reality you want to create. Many people underestimate how often their own words cancel out their desires. They say they want abundance, but keep saying, "I'm always broke." They dream of love, but constantly speak, "There's no one good out there." Your spoken word is a command, and your subconscious mind listens to it far more closely than you may realize. When you begin to speak your desires as if they are already happening, you begin to rewrite your reality from the inside out. This does not mean empty repetition or saying words you do not believe. It means speaking with conscious intention, choosing words that carry the energy of certainty rather than doubt. When you speak, your body listens, your mind adjusts, and the universe takes note. If you say, "I am attracting financial abundance," with a feeling of truth behind it, your energy starts to align with that statement. But if you say, "I wish I had more money," your words are affirming lack. The difference between wishing and declaring is what sets powerful manifestation into motion. Start by noticing the language you use daily. How often do you speak about what is missing instead of what is coming? Do you complain about your situation more than you declare a better one? To speak your desire into existence, you must become the guardian of your words. Begin choosing them as carefully as you would choose the seeds you plant in a garden. Only speak what you want to grow. If your desire is love, say, I am loved. I am worthy of deep and fulfilling relationships. If your desire is success, say, I am creating a successful, thriving path. Opportunities flow to me easily. Even if your outer world hasn't caught up yet, your words are planting the vibration that will shape it. The key is to speak in the present tense. Do not say, I will be successful or one day I'll find happiness. Those phrases push your manifestation into an indefinite future. Say, I am successful now. I am happy now. Your subconscious mind does not work well with future promises. It responds to what you declare as real right now. The more often you repeat these truths, the more familiar they become, and the more your actions start reflecting them. This is how speaking your desire builds a bridge between thought and action. It's also important to speak your desires with emotion. A flat, lifeless affirmation carries little energy. But when you speak with passion, with a smile, with a sense of excitement, as if it is already happening, your words become magnetic. Say them out loud in front of a mirror, if you can. Look into your own eyes and declare your desires boldly. This act alone shifts your internal dialogue from doubt to belief. The more you do this, the more your nervous systems to accept this new reality as normal. You don't have to speak your desires to the whole world. In fact, sometimes keeping them sacred strengthens them. Whisper them to yourself in the morning. Speak them with gratitude at night, or say them quietly as you go about your day. What matters is consistency and alignment. Your words are like water on a seed. Every time you speak them with faith, you nourish the growth of your manifestation. Another powerful way to speak your desire into existence is to combine your words with gratitude. Say, I am so grateful for the abundance flowing into my life, even before you see it. Gratitude adds a layer of trust and acknowledgement, telling the universe, I know this is already mine. This shifts you from a state of asking to a state of receiving, and that shift accelerates manifestation. There will be moments when doubt tries to creep in, when your current circumstances seem louder than your spoken truth. This is when you must keep speaking. Your words are not just reflections of your reality. They are instructions to it. Every time you speak your desire, you are reminding yourself and the universe of the path you have chosen. Doubt is temporary spoken truth. When repeated, becomes your new foundation. So, take a few minutes each day to declare your desires. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and say them out loud as if the world is already shaped in your favor. Feel the weight of those words leave your lips and ripple outward. Let them echo in your heart and in your environment. Over time, you will begin to see how doors open, how opportunities appear, how the energy around you starts to match the language you use. Your words are your magic. They are the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between thought and experience. When you speak your desires into existence, you become the author of your story rather than a passive reader of it. Speak with intention. Speak with faith. Speak as though the universe is listening, because it is. Releasing and letting go is one of the most powerful yet most challenging steps in manifestation, because it requires trust. It asks you to loosen your grip on how and when your desire will arrive, and to allow the universe to do what it does best. Organize, align, and deliver at the right moment. Many people set intentions, visualize, and speak their desires, but then they hold on so tightly that their energy becomes one of desperation rather than faith. They check constantly, They doubt, they ask, why isn't it here yet? And that resistance blocks the natural flow of what they've asked for. Letting go is not about giving up on your desire. It is about giving up the need to control every detail of its unfolding. When you release, you create space. Imagine holding your fist tightly closed around something you want. There is no room for anything to enter or move. But when you open your hand, you allow. The same is true for energy. When you obsess, worry, or cling, you are telling the universe you do not yet believe in its ability to deliver. You are saying, I don't trust the process, so I must force it. But manifestation does not thrive under force. It thrives under ease. True power comes from setting your intention clearly, aligning with it through your thoughts and emotions, and then stepping back and allowing it to come in its own perfect timing. Letting go also means releasing attachment to a specific outcome or path. Sometimes we become so fixated on one version of how our desire should appear that we block the version trying to make its way to us. For example, you may want financial abundance and believe it must come from one job or one opportunity. But the universe may have a completely different path lined up for you. One that is easier, more fulfilling, and far more abundant than the one you imagined. If you cling to only what you know, you miss the flow of what could be. Releasing is about saying, this or something even better. It is a declaration of faith that what is meant for you will not pass you by. A major reason people struggle to let go is fear. Fear of loss, fear of lack, fear that if they stop thinking about it, it will never come. But the opposite is true. Obsession is a sign of disbelief. It tells the universe you do not yet feel whole without the thing you want. Letting go says, I am whole now. I am open, and I trust that what I've called in is already on its way. That vibration of completeness attracts far more quickly than the vibration of neediness. Letting go is also about emotional release. If you have been carrying resentment, regret, or bitterness, those heavy energies cloud the channel through which your manifestations flow. Sometimes before you can receive what you truly want, you must release what no longer serves you. Old stories, past hurts, outdated beliefs. Forgiveness plays a role here, not to excuse what happened, but to free yourself from the weight of it. You cannot move forward with open hands if your arms are still full of the past. One powerful practice to help you release is to breathe deeply and imagine yourself handing your desire over to the universe like a letter being mailed. You have written your request clearly. Now your job is to send it and trust it will arrive at the right time. You do not stand by the mailbox every hour asking the postman when it will come. You trust the system. Manifestation works the same way. After you have set your intention, spoken your words, and visualized your outcome, your next step is surrender. Surrender does not mean inaction. It means aligned action. It means you continue to live your life, take inspired steps, follow your intuition, and remain open, but you do not live in a state of waiting. You live in a state of knowing. When you release and let go, you stop counting the days and start living in the energy of already having it. That is when opportunities appear unexpectedly, when doors open effortlessly, when what you desire seems to find you rather than you chasing it. Another aspect of letting go is releasing timelines. We often create pressure by saying, it must happen by next week, or if it doesn't come by this date, it's not working. That pressure creates resistance. The universe operates in perfect timing, not in rushed schedules. Sometimes delays are not denials, they are alignments. They are the space needed for all the right pieces to come together so that when your manifestation arrives, it lasts and truly serves you. So practice letting go daily. After you finish your manifestation practice, take a deep breath and say to yourself, It is done. I release this to the flow of life. I trust the timing. Then go about your day with joy. Do the things that make you feel alive now, not later. Because when you are already fulfilled within, your desire becomes a beautiful addition to your life, not the source of your worth. Releasing is the final step because it creates the room for receiving. A clenched fist cannot receive a gift, but an open hand, relaxed and ready, can. Trust that the moment you let go, the process begins to accelerate. The universe is never late. It is always on time, even when your mind cannot see the reasons. Surrender is the signal that you are ready, not desperate, not begging, but ready. And when you are ready, what you seek often arrives in the most effortless, unexpected, and miraculous ways. Repetition is a powerful force in manifestation, but it must be done with ease, not pressure. The energy you bring to your daily practice determines how quickly or naturally your desires unfold. Many people think that repeating affirmations or visualization over and over with force will make things happen faster, but that is not how true creation works. Manifestation responds to consistency, not desperation. It is like watering a plant. If you water it gently every day, it grows strong and healthy. But if you flood it with too much water out of impatience, you drown it. The same principle applies here. Your desire is a seed, and your daily repetition is the gentle nourishment it needs to grow. When you repeat your manifestation practice, whether it is saying affirmations, visualizing, feeling gratitude, or holding your intention in mind, do it as an act of faith, not fear. Fear says, I must do this every hour or it won't happen. Faith says, I enjoy doing this because I already know it's coming. That is the energy that attracts. If your daily practice feels like pressure, like a job you must do to avoid failure, you are unintentionally sending a signal of lack. You are saying, it's not here yet, and I'm afraid it won't come unless I force it. But when you repeat your desire calmly, joyfully, and with trust, you create a vibration of flow. The universe moves more easily in the direction of flow than in the vibration of force. Repetition without force is about gentle persistence. Think of it as brushing your teeth or drinking water. You don't do these things with intensity. You do them because they keep you healthy and balanced. In the same way, a few minutes each day spent aligning your energy with your desire is enough. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and connect with the feeling of already having it. Speak your affirmations not because you fear losing something, but because you enjoy reinforcing the reality you are creating. This is how you train your subconscious mind, through consistent, peaceful repetition, not overwhelming effort. There is also a rhythm to manifestation. Some days you will feel inspired to visualize vividly, to speak your desires with energy and passion. Other days, you may only feel like sitting in silence and holding the knowing in your heart. Both are powerful. You do not need to measure your results day by day, because growth often happens beneath the surface before you can see it. Just as a seed takes time to sprout roots before it breaks through the soil, your desires are forming in the unseen long before they become visible. Daily repetition is a way of saying, I have not forgotten what I asked for. I am keeping my channel open. Another important aspect is to release attachment to perfection in your routine. If you miss a day, you have not failed. If you feel less focused one morning, you have not ruined your manifestation. The power of repetition lies in the overall consistency, not in strict rules. This is why it's called a practice. It is something you return to again and again because it nurtures you. The more relaxed you are about it, the stronger its effect. Daily repetition also rewires your identity. When you speak a desire or visualize a reality every day, it starts to become part of who you are rather than something separate from you. You stop saying, "I want this someday," and start living as someone who naturally attracts it. This subtle shift is what speeds up manifestation. Not the amount of time you spend, but the way you integrate it into your being. Your subconscious mind thrives on repetition because it learns through familiarity. The more familiar your desire feels, the less resistance you have, and the less resistance you have, the faster it flows to you. A gentle daily practice could be as simple as taking 4 minutes in the morning, 1 minute to express gratitude, 1 minute to visualize, 1 minute to affirm your desire, and 1 minute to release it to the universe. That's all it takes. There is no need for hours of strain, no need for endless rituals. Manifestation is meant to feel natural, like breathing, like a conversation with life itself. Remember, the universe responds to your energy, not your effort. You can work hard in your mind and still block your blessings if the energy behind it is anxious and forceful. Or you can do a small, light practice with a heart full of faith and see miraculous results. Repetition is about building momentum, not through pushing, but through steady alignment. So commit to repeating your practice daily, but with a soft heart. Enjoy it. Look forward to it. Let it be your moment of connection with the life you are creating. As you repeat it day after day, you will notice how natural it feels, how your thoughts shift, how your language changes, how your opportunities begin to align. This is not coincidence. It is the result of showing up for your desire without pressure, without panic, simply with presence and belief. Over time, your daily repetition will become less of a practice and more of a way of being. You won't just be manifesting during those few minutes. You will be living in the energy of your manifestation throughout the day. And that is the true goal, not to force something into being, but to become the version of you who already lives in that reality.